It's definitely autumn, with this tree having deposited a fair amount of its canopy up on the top of the boat. But look at our neighbours this morning. Look at this lot. They weren't exactly very quiet earlier either. But a fantastic day. It's Sunday, I think it's the 10th. Fairly sure it's the 10th of October. Short run today. Well, actually it's not a short run, but it's a short hours, as it were, today, because it's 10:30 now. Guys, please, I'm making a video. God. We're gonna get somewhere around a place called Salterhebble, and then tomorrow shoot into Hebden Bridge. But for today, I'm gonna make the most of this sun. Wow, this is a stretch we've done quite a lot, so I should know it like the back of my hand. Consequently, I've got the map out. Well, that's good. We have a boat to go up through the next series of locks with, which is always nicer. There you go, coming out of Murford. Actually, we came down here once and the flood lock was shut. I tried to get Charlotte off and there was no way of doing it, so I had to ram the stern into the side there and literally throw her up the bank. And then it took her ages to get the lock open, and I was really dreading that we wouldn't be able to get the lock open and I'd have to get her back somehow back on the boat, turn around and bugger off back up towards Brighouse again. But no, fortunately she got the lock open, and with seconds to spare before my temper I was exhausted with the fact that the flood lock shouldn't have been shut in the first place, we managed to get into Murfield. You're right, Pop. Perfect place for a tree to grow. Absolutely idyllic. And to think this is getting towards mid-October, and the weather's nicer than it was sometime in July and August. And whenever it was back in, I don't know, was it June? I don't know, whenever we was doing Great Haywood, that was probably the beginning of July, and that the boat got stuck in the lock in front of us. That's where we got that pole there. That's our souvenir of saving their lives, or at least making their journey a little easier. And oh god, it was chucking it down. It really was a vile, horrible day. We've had several like that, but look at this now. This is just, I mean, the sun's sort of like ducking in and out of the clouds up there every now and then, but it's not too bad. I can still take any amount of this. It is cooling down though. You can feel very much that the weather's taking a turn for the cooler. But I don't care, as long as we get a couple of nice days in Hebden Bridge. Vocation Brewery. Oh yes, we will be fine. And I won't give a shit about the weather. It's something you don't see very often. Coming out of Battyford, one going out, one coming in. I'm waiting for you, come on. I thought coming off a river section had priority, so I'd have let him come in, but there you go. Next stop, Cooper Bridge, and this is where we've got a choice. We can turn left, go towards Huddersfield Broad Canal, which is down there, and then or we turn right and go towards Hebden Bridge, or as it says there, Sowerby Bridge, but Hebden Bridge a bit further. Now we knew, or I knew, because Charlotte told me, there's some canoeists here somewhere, which is why I'm just gently easing through here. We don't want to have to pull them out of the weed hatch again. No sign of them, so they're probably down there, so that's good. Pop a little bit of power on and we're out on the river section again. Straight to Dorman, to the top of that chimney. Alright, look at these beautiful big wide open river stretches. Always so much nicer in the sunshine rather than the wind and rain. The boat we've just been through those couple of locks with, Wildflower I think it was, it's going to moor back at Cooper's Bridge, then make a decision. His home mooring is Aspley Marina in Huddersfield, but I think he's been in that contemplative state as we have of let's make the most of this weather while we got some, which is why this trip of ours, we were going to finish it at the end of September, end of August I think, June, July, August, and then we pushed it to September. Now we've pushed it a little bit more. It'll probably be November by the time it'll definitely be November by the time we get back to Sheffield. But what an adventure, what a beautiful adventure. And this boat really does manoeuvre better than any other boat I've ever experienced. And apart from me measuring the distance wrong the other night at Granary Wharf, in fact I could have got it in there if I'd have taken the fenders off, I can moor this with inches to spare at each end. It's beautiful, manoeuvrable, moorable, adorable. I love this boat. Bradley Viaduct, a rather impressive little structure. Could do with a bit of a paint, but now we've got this boat up here. What's going on here then? It looks like a Pennine Cruiser's hire boat, so I'm guessing they're just about to go into the lock. Will they wait? That is the question. They should do if they've been out. They'll be headed back to wherever it is, I should imagine. Sowerby Bridge. So they should have learnt by now that you share locks. We shall see. Well, guess what? They just went into the lock, slammed the gates closed and started filling it. Right, well, apparently the hire boat is either a Pennine Cruisers or a Shire Cruisers, and the guy who came down in the lock afterwards said, oh, they're late getting their boat back or something, so that's why they was in a hurry. It's the M62 up there, quite a way up there, and I've never noticed those little cradle things before. I'm guessing they're well, inspection gantries. It looks like you could walk, I don't know, could you? Yeah, I'm not sure I'd want to do that, but head for heights because it's a long way down. There you go, M62 for the bridge lovers. It is big, isn't it? Well, obviously it's big. We're in Brighouse. Oh, one more lock before lunch. That's that one over there. Right, Marley. Shall we go and get some lunch? Shall we? Back a couple of years ago when all the flood locks were closed, we ended up mooring there. It's quite high up, so I didn't think it would be too attractive to young scroats. Leaving Brighouse, and next stop Elland. Well, not really a stop, but that's where Charlotte and Maureen have got to get back on board because there's a towpath closure. It's a bloody big nightclub, isn't it? Oh, is it? Fuck me. Do you know what? I've just realised what that is. That's a fucking climbing wall. Jesus Christ. That's a bit bloody impressive, isn't it? Whoa. Sorry. I'm just... Sorry, I've just had one of those strange realisations of what I'm looking at. That is stunning. God, it's 5:30. Oh, and this is Salterhebble. A slightly different lock. It's a guillotine lock. And given that we've been going since about 10:30, pretty much, we've got the tweeting. So I don't know what to do about this. It's obviously the alternator's not kicking out as much as it should at low revs. Check the fan belt. So I don't know. Fairly sure it's going to be a case of needing to replace that alternator. I've sort of resigned to that now anyway. It's just irritating. I've bought another test meter. I'm going to check another test meter on it. Just for my own peace of mind, but it's not kicking out anywhere near what it should. It squeaks in the morning, so I think the back bearing on it is a little bit through bar. It's just, well, you know, one of those things. It's a maintenance thing, isn't it? Now this little tunnel actually goes into where the guillotine lock is. So I'm just going to try and drift gently in. There we are. And then I'm going to wait, obviously, because I'm not going to push my way through a great big still yet. This is one of those that I really wouldn't want to do alone, because you have to moor here, walk through a little tunnel up around there, open the guillotine, so I'm just going to rest here, open the guillotine and then walk back round out of this little tunnel onto your boat and sail in. So right, Moor Lake, and of course obviously because we're near Halifax, you would need to lock everything up, make sure your boat's really secure there. Some not inconsiderable amount of time later, that gate has just gone clonk, but it doesn't seem to be moving, which is a bit of a worry. Yeah, so we might be fucking stuck here tonight. We've had trouble with this one before. I didn't think we were going to get through here tonight, so that's all right. 2 more locks and then I think we're just going to moor up at the top of Salterhebble. Now, to save being dripped on, I'm going to stand right away back by the stern. Just as we come to here, I'm going to just dive forward and not get dripped on. I'm going to stop going in reverse now. So did I. God, is it down? Fuck me, it's down at last. God, blimey. Right, well there we are. My least favourite lock. Woof. Well, boys and girls, it's taken an hour. I don't know whether... Are you recording, Mr. GoPro? I think so. I just want to get the GoPro on as I do this tricky manoeuvre, just to show that I can do it without falling in. Oh, right, we'll just let the GoPro do its thing. Oh, fucking hell, last lock of the day. And don't bash into this boat, please. I know it's a railway bridge up there, but I'm really tired. I think I'm just going to slam it in here and call it a night. I'll wait for Charlotte to finish the lock off first. Oh, Salterhebble top lock. That's it. It just seems like it's been a really bloody long day. Which of course it sort of has been a bloody long day. It took over an hour to get through 3 locks. What with that guillotine playing up. Cool. So for Sunday the 10th of October Look at the colour up there, isn't that lovely? I don't know whether that's going to come out in the video, but it looks lovely from here. So whatever you're doing, boys and girls, hope you've enjoyed this, or at least hope you've endured this. Until next time, whatever you're doing, do it safely. Cheers.